Junto Nakatani got a unanimous decision win over Sebastian Hernandez. The big question is what loads of people are saying was Sebastian Hernandez robbed. It was a very close and competitive fight, so I wouldn't go as far as calling it a robbery. I scored the fight a draw, but I did think if there was a rightful winner, it probably was Sebastian Hernandez. There could have been a round in the first five which could have gone to Hernandez, which, in my opinion, would have given him the fight. Arguably, as well, he did win the fifth round. The first four rounds, Mo's just gave to Nakatani. It was a close competitive fight. I feel like a draw could have been fair, but the 118 to 118 to 110 scorecard, absolutely diabolical, and that judge should be sacked. And that scorecard itself is a robbery. The other two were 115 to 113. Nakatani, and look, it was obvious in a close competitive fight. Hernandez was never gonna be given a fair shake in it, no matter what. He probably needed to do a bit more in the first half of the fight to be able to get the win. But it was from rounds. I think, round five was a competitive round. So from then, really, Hernandez started to find a bit of a groove. And then from there, I feel like basically won the whole second half of the fight, really, other than the odd round, which I think it was round 10 that Nakatani took because he upped the pace a bit more and started to move a bit more, but that he was like on his final kind of legs of last burst of energy in that 10th round, and Hernandez took rounds 11 and 12. Look, it was a good entertaining fight, definitely very entertaining scrap, but Nakatani going into that Inoue fight, yeah, I feel like it showed Inoue is probably gonna be able to get to him, possibly stop him as well, in my opinion. But to be fair to Nakatani, it was his first fight at super bantamweight since moving up. So you do need to give him the benefit of the doubt. He does need to adjust to the weight class. It might even be more smart that he actually just has one more fight in the super bantamweight division before the Inoue fight, but I just don't see that happening. I mean, it's from now to May. I don't know what he does though. I don't know who he would fight, and also it's like from now to May, we're basically in January now. He fights fair. No, like this was a war that he was in. His eye was all screwed as well. There's no possible turnaround for him because he was in a war there. He needs to recover. His eye as well got pretty badly busted up in that fight by Hernandez. And yeah, there's no quick turnaround for Nakatani. That was a very difficult fight. Hernandez arguably deserves a rematch though. It won't happen next, but especially down the line, he deserves a big opportunity like that again. And he deserves a rematch. I think he deserves another crack at it. I was thinking earlier on, oh yeah, Nakatani is going to be able to deal with him. Hernandez is too one-dimensional for him. But I feel like at times Nakatani was rushing his work and I feel like tired himself out. Obviously, it was the pressure that mainly did it. And when you're tiring yourself out against a pressure fighter by rushing your work and doing a bit too much early on, then that is never going to go well for you. So I don't think Nakatani paced his way through the fight well whatsoever. I just don't feel like he paced himself whatsoever. First 4 rounds, first 5 rounds, went for it. Then he was done into about round 10 where he finally found a burst of energy, but then Hernandez was able to pin him down for the rest of the fight in rounds 11 and 12. Hernandez pinned him down against the ropes and was able to batter him quite badly on the ropes. Picked some nice combos together. The body work of Sebastian Hernandez was brutal. And I feel like Hernandez did everything right, to be honest. I mean, against a mover like Nakatani, you break them down to the body. So guys who love to work angles. As a one-dimensional Mexican fighter, which Hernandez was, but he's very effective at what he does with his pressure and with his power that he got Nakatani to really properly respect and just broke him down with. He got his more than respect than with his power. He was able to beat down Nakatani with it on the ropes, got him on the ropes, beat up his eye badly, mixed up from head to the body, but the body shots, the pressure, just tired him out completely. I feel like Nakatani was doing some decent work as well. He was trying to get in some nice long range uppercuts and mid range uppercuts in there when Hernandez was dipping down, which again, I feel like Nakatani was doing a lot of the right things. But reality is he got tired. Hernandez broke him down, mentally and spiritually. I feel like, honestly, it's medically and physically, spiritually, mentally and physically. I think thing is with I think the thing with Nakatani, it was just Hernandez just right. It was just Hernandez never took a backward step. And let's be real here. Hernandez didn't care about Nakatani's power whatsoever. And a big part of that is because he is a very durable Mexican. They all are. They can all take a big shot. But there was no shot that he was able to, no massive power shot that Hernandez let him set up. Hernandez was good at not letting him get full extension a lot of the time. He really made him struggle. He really made Nakatani struggle there. And Hernandez arguably won. He very arguably won the fight. But no, the judges didn't see it that way, though. The judges didn't see it that way. I had a good point, but I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, look, Nakatani, I guess it was about his power. I think, obviously moving up to super bantamweight, I mean, it's like I don't know if it was that his power just isn't there at the weight, but I didn't think it would make loads of a difference anyway, or if it's just that Hernandez is very, very, very tough, which he is, but it's also that the power just isn't the same because Hernandez didn't care. Hernandez didn't care for it whatsoever. It was Hernandez landing the constant bigger blows on Nakatani than what Nakatani landed on him. Hernandez wasn't phasing, basically never, ever, 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 ever bloody took a step back in that fight. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting when the fight with Inoue comes. But now there are questions around Nakatani which people didn't know before.